What is up, guys, and welcome back to an episode of the F122 Mobile Racing Career Mode. We're here for episode number 58 today for the Mexico City Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous episode at the Hungarian Grand Prix, definitely be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. Spoiler alert, we finally had the chance to win a Grand Prix, and we took it with both hands there. So very, very fortunately, we have 26 points, extra points, I should say, on the table, and we do have a win then with the Aston Martin team. But in the world of Formula 1, it never stops, so we have to continue moving on. We are here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez then for the Mexico City Grand Prix, trying to see if we can salvage anything then from this qualifying session down towards turn number 1 here at 177 miles now. This car, an absolute tank on the straights here. Just saying, Aston Martin, totally not broke enough to upgrade car, cough. Anyways, we're going to ignore that and move on to the next sector, and we have unsurprisingly set a yellow first sector compared to the rest of the grid, but the car surprisingly actually looking pretty decent, and through the corners here, hitting all the apexes very nicely. So we might not make it up on the straights here, but we are pretty fast through the corners, hopefully, for now, keeping it pinned then through this sector here. Trying to see where the car how the car is feeling, where the car is lining up here. Nice and flat out here. DRS wide open. Had a decent run there through that sector, so hopefully we have a decent lap time. And we do have a decent sector too, to the point where it is a purple second sector. We are making our way into the stadium section with absolutely no people in there, but it's not going to matter as we make our way through the final sequence of corners here. The AI, for some reason, is very weak through that section here, so hopefully we can take advantage of that throughout this weekend here. As up to the line we go, up to the finish line, across the line. Where is this going to put us? For the grid then is going to put us well back on pole position by 1.5 seconds. What do you know? 3 straight pole positions here, so maybe the Aston Martin is starting to turn around then. So hopefully we are getting, as Hamilton would say, hashtag blessed then with some good luck here as we make our way onto the grid. It is essentially the same grid as the last couple of races here, as you can see. Not many changes here, maybe Schumacher 16, Madison 17 them. Otherwise, we are leading then once again. It is a very long run down towards turn 1. It is lights out. Well, it was lights out, I thought, for us, but we jump-started to the point where, well, now we just got swarmed there by Leclerc, Sainz, and Verstappen, and Perez. Hamilton's trying to make his way up into P5 as well, and just like that, we have absolutely botched the start, and now we're down to P5 with both silver arrows trying to make their way up the pack here. Hamilton tries to sneak on the inside there. We have absolutely none of it there. We sneak past Perez there. We make a bit of contact there with the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz, squeezing our way there through Leclerc, and now back up into P3 there. But we have lost start. Now Perez is looking to hunt back for that P3 there. Into the left-hander we go. We outbrake him, luckily, into the left-hander, and now we can settle into P3 and try to chase after the Spaniard and the Flying Dutchman here as we make our way through the heart of Sector 2 here. The car not feeling its greatest. It's definitely not feeling the way it was during qualifying, so we're going to have to find a way to pull some magic and have a bit of luck through this sector here as we are yanking the steering wheel through this corner, not being very smooth at all here. And you can see Verstappen and Sainz have incredible amounts of confidence through that sequence of corners there. So it's up to us to try to make a lot of time in this sector, specifically Sector 3, and hopefully stick within the slipstream. We have seen this car in the slipstream actually is pretty powerful here. We are essentially pushing Sainz through this corner here to the point where we almost ran it right into the back into that right-hander here, but now we are into the slipstream firmly here. But you can see they are slowly starting to pull away from us then, and now we are very, very vulnerable on this straight here as we make our way onto lap 2. Then Perez, he is slowly making his way there, and now in the slipstream he's going to be absolutely flying. That Red Bull is an absolute rocket ship on the straights, but luckily we outbrake him and we squeeze him to the inside, make sure that he does not get any sort of respite, and now we can safely look forward up ahead towards Carlos Sainz, who is dropping off a bit from Verstappen as he's 1.2 seconds ahead then of the Spaniard. We are sitting in P3 then, trying to recover our P1 after losing it after a terrible start. I wasn't exactly sure why the lights did not go out. It did say good start. They probably forgot to put the quotes around good in the game because we clearly jumped the start, and now that has cost us a huge amount of time here through this Grand Prix here. But we still have more than half the Grand Prix to go here, and anything can happen in Formula 1, as the great Murray Walker has said before. So we are just needing to continue to keep our head down and look forward here. For Perez has a bit of a look up the inside there, but we have absolutely none of it. Into the stadium section we go. Look at the time drop. Absolutely beautiful from us here. We're going to try to sneak past Sainz here, try to get a nice switchback, but he actually puts his car in a very awkward position there. I actually wasn't sure where he was going, left or right. He put himself in the center there, and actually that was probably the great Ferrari master plan in action, as we are getting absolutely screwed by the frames here. There's probably like 1 frame per hour here. Leclerc steams his way through here. We're going to block him off on the inside here. Perez is on the outside there, trying to see what's going to happen. Leclerc's going to probably get squeezed into the first corner. We go here down to third gear, trying to somewhat manage this lag, despite the fact that, well, this is not going well at all. I don't know what is happening. Maybe there's been a huge crash in the back that's decided on my phone to go kaput. But, well, somehow we survived it. And we are still in P3 there. Verstappen is half a second up on Sainz there. Sainz is trying to make a last lap charge here to try and take away this victory. Perez is trying to surprise the whole crowd with the podium here. And he has to get through us here to try to see if he can make the Spanish crowd, the Spanish crowd. I just offended so many people by saying that. The Mexican crowd, more specifically, happy. I do apologize for everyone. I know the Spanish and the Mexican people are not the same. Please don't hurt me in the comments. But anyways, then making our way through Sector 2, then trying to keep the car as planted as possible. Perez is still about half a second behind, so we are not done yet. But luckily, through the stadium section, we do have a decent amount of pace here. Unless the lag is going to continue to absolutely screw us over here. Into the left hand we go, going a bit wide by accident there. Not exactly sure what the car was trying to do there, but into the final corner we go. We are managing to keep ahead of Perez, and just like that, we're going to hold on to another podium finish here. That is 3 straight podium finishes for us, and is another solid result then for the Aston Martin team. It's not the win, but we do take it regardless. Verstappen finished ahead of us, ahead of Sainz. Perez and Leclerc finished at the top 5 with Russell Hamilton, Ricardo, Norris, and also wrapping up the top 10. And 2 more races to go for us, for the Aston Martin team, before hopefully we can get on to a better team. Goodbye, everyone.